No ain't no pay for the OGs. They never gave us nothing. We work day, baby. Let's go. Where my crypto lifers at? It never stops every single day. We grind, we grind, we grind, we grind. Bomb. What kind of music was that? Seriously, like I came downstairs and heard some nonsense. Like, what the heck was that, man? I apologize. I just had a mix on and it went decided to do whatever it wanted. How does that song have anything to do with No Eat, No Pay? Absolute insanity. Shout out to everybody here live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a look at BTC, see what's happening in the charts, break it down for each and every one of you, and show you what I see happening, all right? This music is the jam. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. YouTube messing with me, telling me there's errors. Now it says excellent connection. I don't even know anymore, man. I swear YouTube messes with my brain too, man. I don't know. Who knows what goes on anymore. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bitcoin, 107,000 all day long. Hasn't really changed a tune. Let's break down what I see happening for BTC after the daily close. And let's break it. Let's talk about it. I feel like I'm not that loud right now, too. Hold on. What's going on over here? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Why can't I get me to the center of the stage there? Thank you. All right. All right. It's been a stressful couple of days for me, okay? All right? I can't explain why. Life just sometimes can be stressful, all right? Even no matter how, even if you're the lifer. And nothing is perfect. Every human being goes through ups and downs. So we take a look at this idea here. We're getting very tight inside the zone. All right. Like I just ran a test for 40 minutes before the stream. I ran 2 tests to make sure. Then I did a slight tweak, ran another test because I want to make sure everything's perfect, right? I don't want anyone saying it's blurry or anything. So I watched it all. I redid it. I did everything I could. I'm watching it right now. I'm rewatching it. I'm looking at the quality right now. It looks way better than it did, right? Top notch. Everything's looking good. I'm not blurry. Everything's looking very fresh. I upped the bit rate. I did everything. And next thing you know, it's telling me my keyframes are off and I'll be buffering. You know what I mean? And it's giving me an error. Now it's telling me no error at all and saying excellent connection. So everything should be fine. Blessings on blessings. Apologize. All right? We're going to make it. I think I'm going to make it at one point. Also, let me double check one other thing. One last thing here. Yeah, it's interesting. I was zoomed in, but I feel like I got to zoom in some more. I got a lot of space here. We got a little spacey. Little Kevin Spacey over here. All right. Bitcoin in the 1 hour time frame, bull flag. I don't know. Symmetrical triangle, I guess, too. It could go either way. I call it a symmetrical, and these usually do dump to the downside, sadly to say. So if we do take a dump, I wouldn't be too surprised. But hey, let's see what happens. I'm going to take a look at the daily. We'll recreate this. Kind of looks like a shoulder, head, right shoulder, though, too, doesn't it? Bit of a head and shoulder price action there. I think someone else also mentioned that in the chat. Shout out to my lifers who are spying the hotness here. So here we go. Let's take a look at our daily candle close. Let's talk about it. Let's see what happened, and let's break it down. It was a green candle, but it wasn't amazing by any means. It stayed above the 21-day moving average, which I guess is cool, but nothing crazy. We opened at 107.47. The high was 107.577. Right? The candle closed at 107,296. All right. So, and the low was 106. Sorry. Open at 107.47. High was 107.577. The low was 106.811. And the candle closed at 107,296. $249 was the move today. So it went up $240. Open at 107. Closed at 107,296. So, you know, $240 in a move. Nothing really to write home about. A flat Saturday, as expected for Bitcoin, to do absolutely nothing on a Saturday. That's what you would look for. The weekends to just nil, just flat, especially right before 4th of July for everybody. You know, we're going to have Fridays off, bank holiday coming up. People are out. When you can't even get your funds moved, no one's going to be making big moves. You can see that's shrinking the money supply, basically, with a bank holiday in a way. It's shortening the volume. Period. You know, you don't want to be out there on a bank holiday with your only guy bidding. Probably not the best idea. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being awesome and amazing. Oh yeah, and right when I started too, like, I don't know, something flipped to Wi-Fi when it was weird, man. It was weird. A lot of weirdness was going on. Okay, thanks for all you do, lifer. Can we check ARC block, ABT on the daily time frame, Joker NYC, ABT. I'll put that right now into the what we call is the the altcoin window there. That thing ripped. We'll get, wow. So something happened there. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll put that on ice. Bitcoin, weekly, as far as I'm concerned, broke out of a bit of a bull flag here that had some crazy wicks inside, but nonetheless broke out, has a measured move to the upside, and could do some damage. Okay? Could it still be a bearish div, and could it be a lower high? Yeah, I'm open-minded, but I'm more bullish than bearish here that Bitcoin's going to do some damage. 3-day chart also looks good to me. The one thing that we're talking about here is a possible pullback to like 104.6, and let's show you what I mean here. So to me, this is a bull pennant on the 3-day chart. Very strong, very bullish. I like what I'm seeing on the 3-day chart here. Who's new here and likes the 3-day chart with me? Who never saw the 3-day chart in their life? Anyone here, this is the first time you're ever seeing the 3-day chart? You've never seen it in your life? God bless all the lifers. Pumpage, somebody says. Nice green candle, golden pocket. Lived here my whole life, baby. Here's why my IT department said, did you turn it off and turn it back on again? I know, right? I say that all the time to people. And actually, I had turned it off. I felt like my computer had turned off. I had just turned it back on. I felt like it turned off. I was like, I don't remember ever turning that thing off. Shout out to DEGEN friend. God bless you, brother. Straight up, though, I basically worked in IT for a while. I was like, I worked closely with the head engineer in a video department, in a video editing, like high-end professional video editing suite center, suite with multiple suites attached to a Facilis 24 terabyte, high fiber optic drive system connecting everybody with the Facilis. We had a Facilis. Then it moved to the TerraBlock. Different names for it as it evolved, right? Avid. So anyway, we could get rejected here, come back down to the bottom of the pattern, get tight, and rip. And so that area right there, the yellow line is 104.7, 104.5, 45, 104,006. We could bounce right here back to 104.6, get tight, and break out. Unless we just keep moving on out of here. And we've been playing with this key level here at 107,003. This is where we were beyond, right here on the live stream this morning. 107,343. We stayed on this key area. And, I woke up this morning, we did a weekly screen share with everybody in the trading group, which you can access by the link that's there, right? On top of that, we did our live class. I taught a class today. No, then we did a live, sorry. Then I did a live stream real quick to update the populace or anyone ever was thinking about becoming a lifer or what I do every morning in the trading group, and you guys saw your update. Then we did a class. I taught class from 9 a.m. to 12, and we're back here again. So just about 6 hours of live streaming for me today, technically, to different audiences at different times. Insanity. One of my longer days of streaming in my life, honestly, today. So shout out to everybody that kicked it with me and made it through. It's been an awesome day, and may God bless you all. All right. So yeah, the 3-day could be coming back down. I like where the stochastics are. They could easily curve and do a little dolphin dip. You could see them do a little and come back up. Like, nothing's set in stone here, and that would be beautiful. It makes sense. Get a nice little pump to the upside here for Bitcoin. So that 3-day does call my name. The daily is what's kind of not looking amazing. The daily looks like, kind of like doo-doo, right? It doesn't, I shouldn't say that, but it just doesn't look amazing. Unless we say, this was the daily flag, and it faked out and got back inside, which I actually haven't toyed with this idea yet. Haven't even mentioned it to anybody. Haven't even really brought it up. This is the first time I'm even toying with it. A lot of times my ideas come when I'm with you guys. I think I get these like inspirational moments while I'm live, and my brain gets spun open a little bit. I'm able to see things differently than I normally could have seen. All right. So, do you have a good visit with your aunt? No, my aunt's here. Yeah, she came to visit me. She's still here. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, and she could stay as long as she wants. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm super excited. And today, I forgot. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I think it's Saturday, but I thought it was Sunday. And up for a while, then I was like, wait, I thought the candle close came. I was like, wait, we have Monday tomorrow? I was like, I don't get it. So there's a chance we left the pattern. Basically, they were going to rip it. They planned on ripping it. But they wanted to get all the longs liquidated first. So they didn't want to let anybody go with the move. So they went after everybody's stop loss that would ever do that. And now they're going to possibly channel this puppy on out of here. There's a chance. Why would you pack your bags if you're not pumping? That's bag packing. That's when you manipulate everybody to sell and you snatch it up, I mean, that's crazy right there. So we'll see. But that's very, very interessante, right? That's interesting. So again, I just saw my computer switch from Wi-Fi. Oh, wow. See. Yeah. Okay. I see what's going on here too. Okay. And that makes sense why I had issues earlier today too. Okay. Somehow I have the Wi-Fi connected, which shouldn't be because I'm, but I turned the computer, what? Oh yeah, I know what happened. I updated Windows, of course. Turned the Wi-Fi back on or something, connected to Wi-Fi to do the download automatically on its own. Even though I'm it's probably, they probably have it connected to, whatever, even though I have it hardwired. Anyway, we're still connected. Everything seems fine, but it's just odd that so I look down, I'm like, why are you switching to Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi's on. It should never have been on, right? We're all set. No worries. You guys are good. I'm good. It says excellent connection here. Excellent connection. Shout out to the 656 beautiful souls here on the live. God bless you all. Thank you so much for keeping the stream alive on Saturday night. We got no stream if nobody shows up. We've been doing this for 4 years, this stream. And the Saturday night stream really, it's hard to get a lot of love. It competes with a lot of action, right? Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check Arc Block? We're going to take a look at Arc Block. Thank you so much for those super chats. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Great class today. Thank you. Dang, son. Amen. Amen. Still loud and clear, bud. Yep. I want a pullback, but it's not coming. Telemetry is a yeah, exactly. The 4 hour ready to go. Yeah, gates can be avoided. You're funny. Crazy to see Lifer going from 200 to 98 subs. Man's always posting good stuff, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you. On our way to 100,000 subscribers. So are we back inside the zone? A lot of people are saying we're in a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and we're going to be dumping down. And they're building shorts with stop losses here and here. So there's a lot of shorts right here. Even right now, today, they're building their shorts with stop. They believe this is going to be a right shoulder down. I'm open-minded that could happen. But I've just played this game too long. All right, and I got my parameters set. And I've watched them play games with people before. And I've been watching this 8 hour and the 4 hour time frame. And I'm just, as Bitcoin hits 107.4 and actually might start to pump here on the live, but I've been long on this 4 hour and I've been calling a pump. And honestly, it looks like the pump, we might be getting a pump as we speak. The pump may begin right now. We might start to get something pretty serious. Everything okay? Hi, sweetie. Have a hug, sweetheart. I love you so much. Shout out to everybody here on the live. She stays low. She knows. She's so smart. She's like, no one can see this special girl, Especially no one's seen her in a while, and she looks different. So now no one knows what she looks like. That's important. So look at this. I mean, beautiful move here on the 4 hour time frame. Sammy's still long, touching the 21 above the 200. I can see the 50 coming for that 200 moving average. A lot of people are, the lifers are with me, but I'm sure there's people out there that are doubting this move here, this long that I got going on, and they're wondering, why am I so hardcore long on this key level? Like, what am I doing here? What is, But, and why does Bitcoin always pump when I'm live? Look, 177 today. It's up 177. You see that? I can't make this stuff up. On the 77 for Bitcoin. Go to 477 right now for me. Just flip to 477. You can. You won't. You won't flip to 477. Oh, wow. Dip down. Crazy, right? 440. But shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And, I've been telling you guys I've been live all day. I've been long. And I've showed you the trade. And it's an entry here with a stop below these wicks. I have my stop even lower below the 200 moving average, and I'm going for gusto. All-time highs and more, baby. Let's go. At least get me to 108.9, 109. And again, I've been watching BOOKMAP, and BOOKMAP has just been telling me we're going to 109. So whenever I see BOOKMAP telling me we're going higher, whenever I see price above the 200 moving average, whenever I see the 21 touching, I'm long, baby. I'm not playing these games anymore with my emotions and my feelings. I'm trading what I see in the charts. If I can help you get through this is one of the toughest trading times right now. And especially when one of the greatest plays is coming at us. And, you know, whenever the opportunity is there to make the most is when they try to squander it for everybody. Okay? Are you the market maker? I might just be. Hey, I might as well be because I got this game on lock. The 1 hour and the 15 looking ripe. You never know, too. They could dump it in 2 seconds, man. You never know. So always have a backup plan. Okay? Sam, you're the man, brother. God bless you. I go long, everyone. You give it to us in the group. So far, I'm 9 for 13. Could have been more, but I closed the stop loss and then reversed it. Learn my lesson. Lifer knows his stuff. I go long every time you give it to us in the group. So far, I'm 9 for 13. See? I'm just saying, like, I put this out and people, I don't know what happens. I don't know how we miss certain people. Audio is good too. God bless you, Sean, for assuring me that everything is lovely. I love you, Sean, with all my heart. You're the best, Sean. Never, ever, ever, ever let anybody tell you you're not amazing. God bless you, Sean. Thank you for everything. I go long every time you give it to the group so far. I think you meant every time, but I just posted it anyway, you know. Thanks for your time and insights. Let's go, Savvy. Amen. Hey, man, if you're paying attention and you're doing what the man does, you're going to see that I'm posting results, man. So, yeah, I'm still long here. Let's go. The highest of the last few hours was we had this wick about 4 hours ago. We got to about 104.569, right? Saturday at about 8 a.m. this morning, all right, somewhere. And since then, we haven't, we haven't been back there. And now we're kind of revisiting. Nice little shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's take a look at that on the 1 hour. And the 1 hour is kind of making what we had that complex inverted today that didn't play out. Now we kind of almost have a complex head and shoulder ready to rock. I mean, let's go. Break out and pump, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. But it just looks good to me. I like. Do we have it? Hey, it's back. It's back. So, you know, hey, I get no respect over here. Hey, my wife said, how come you take me no place I've never been? Huh? So I took her to the kitchen. Never gets old. Never gets old. Like, shout out to everybody here. Never gets old. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Appreciate you all for being here. We're 5 years in running here on the show, bringing you insights, ideas, tips and tricks, and just the flow of trading so you can find out kind of how to get your educational move on when it comes to learning technical analysis. You know, it's so amazing when you when you feel like you have a higher probability of when to buy or sell, when things start to make sense. There's a freeing feeling to that nature. Let's see how the 1 hour's just above the 200. There's my signal. The 1 hour cracks the 200. Guan, baby, gone. Guan. She's Guan, baby, Guan. Earlier today during my class, I showed them, like, you know, and I talked about being above the 200. Boom. Huge pump right above the 200 moving average. And it was an inverted head and shoulder there. Amazing price action today. The class was awesome. Shout out to everybody that jumped into class. It was lit. I believe we had 40 people in the class. The class was lit. Absolutely lit. And shout out to Love Learning. Never misses a class. Was there for me, holding me down. God bless you, Love Learning. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So look, tight moving averages, okay? Shoulder, head, right shoulder, but just got defied. You know, whoever took that just got smeared. So we'll see what happens, but I'm still long as the 15-minute can hold the 200 moving average. Today, they almost broke it down. I said we can't lose it. We didn't. We made it through. So far, so good here for Bitcoins. So I'm long on my Bitcoins. I'm not changing my Bitcoin. Why did you say on my Bitcoins? I'm longs on the Bitcoins, okay, kids? You know, when people, because they have no idea what it is, so they like put plurals when it shouldn't be, like, or they call it the Bitcoin. I got the Bitcoin now. Don't tell anybody. So can this thing move? We got tight moving averages. I like it. And you know I'm long. I've got nothing else to say, but I'm long on the 4 hour. And can we kick it? Yes, we can. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Funny, I saw that. Do you guys see that? The guy's like, what did DMX say when he said, stop drop. You know, what did DMX want you to do after that? And like no one in the office knew. They were like, so I ask you guys, what did DMX want you to do after he said, stop, drop? What did he want you to do after that? How many people have no idea what I'm saying? I just want to know who, put a question mark here if you have no idea what I'm saying. Finish it if you know what I'm saying. All right. Shut them down, open up shop, my man. God bless you. Yeah. Shut them down, open up shop, stop, drop. Shut them down, open up shop. Hey, oh, that's a Rough Riders road. Bang. I got my see these everyone's child of the 80s over here. We got everybody knows that. It's funny. Yeah, exactly. Daniel Pooner, man. Yeah, back in the day, right? He was off the chains. Shout out to all my DMX fans, man. So we got a lot of people that like DMX here. So I grew up on DMX. I love him, man. He spoke from the heart. He was ratchet. He went hard, but he spoke from the heart, man. And I could hear his soul in his words, right? He may not have lived hey, I don't judge everyone by their life. I live my own life. But, if I can see positivity in it, I'll find it. And despite all his, I saw a lot of positivity in Earl. Earl, man. Earl Johnson, Earl Johnson, I think, yeah. 86 in the building, 83 in the building. 80s were the best. If you were born in the 80s, you were 10 in the 90s. 1990, 12 years old, baby. I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up, right? I remember that album too. It's dark and hell is hot. He had oh man, crazy album cover. So anyway, shout out to everyone. We went back in time. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. It's still doing its thing. We could easily get a dump or a pump. I'm open-minded. I like this golden cross that looks like it's on the way. Looks like it might happen somewhere on the 29th of June to the 30th, somewhere in that pocket of time. So blessings on everybody that's finally out of school. The whole country is finally out of school. I don't care where you're from. You shouldn't be in school anymore at this point. No matter what public school, from New York City to Boston, you're out. The kids having it's crazy. They only really have 2 months off. It's kind of nuts. They get a nice 3 months. They get May to April. They get May to June to July to August. They get 3 months in Florida, but they get off May 15th. They go back to school August 15th. It's crazy. School starts in August. So weird. But by the time, October comes around, you're already wow, we're 2 months into school. We're ripping it, Boot camp click. Okay. I feel you. I see you. I was on CNN all day though, Capone and Noriega all day though. Nah. Top of New York. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to everybody here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Are altcoins hot? Was there any altcoins moving today? I want to take a look at that other coin that I was looking at on Deck Screener earlier and see if there's anything kind of cracking with that. That was Salary, if you remember correctly. And we'll take a look at that. Shout out to my peoples here and everybody. Oh, the Osprey. I listen to them a lot too. Yep. Let's take a look at Arc Block Protocol, ABT, and see what's happening here to ABT. First thing I'm going to do is look at it on the weekly. I'm going to remove the moving averages just so I can see it clean and clear. And we'll see what I see. So it had that huge run up. December 23rd, just like them all. And almost every altcoin. That was altcoin season. Remember, from November 23rd to March, that was altcoin season. There was 100Xs, 500. It was insane what happened there. It was basically altcoin season. That was time to sell the entire market. It's funny, man. And I remember saying to tether up Martin on St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if you guys remember, but you could go back to those posts. I was like, man, the 3-day chart on every coin looked just so extended. And I was like, I told my wife, it looks like we're getting something big is happening. And something big went down. So we got this falling wedge for Arc Block. Felt like it broke out, hit a resistance, kind of coming back down, attempting to make some type of cup and handle here. More of a sharper cup too as well. Cooper Cup over here. Can we get this breakout to the upside? A little bit of support or resistance, not amazing. But it would be cool if we get this breakout further to the upside here. And can you get the push? You know, a bit of a show, you know, a cup and handle. Higher low right there. And we'll pull a Fibonacci as well. It does give us the 786 fib, right? There's a wick right to that 786. We're sitting in the pocket. You know, I guess that would be the gutsy call to call the exact bottom there, but it's either the bottom or it's not. I don't like this coin too much. I think it's, you know, it's cool, but it's not one of my favorites. If you like it here, you're not buying the premium, of course. You're buying a discount, but at the same time, I mean, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. I'm just going over the chart, but the chart's very oversold. It's pretty beat. The daily actually bounced off some bullish divvy. The 3-day chart shows signs of a move. Daily bounced nicely there. You see saying, hey, you know. And if Bitcoin goes on a big tear, I think altcoins will stall for a second, but some will get it. They'll get a surge at least, like once Bitcoin goes sideways again. And once people know for sure Bitcoin's not going lower than 100,000, I think it's going to really, and again, that's going to sting a lot of people because they think they're still going to get 89, 90K. Now, you know, maybe they get it later, like in the bear market or something. After, but there's, in my mind, there's still a big run up here on the possible, you know, not guaranteed, but possible for Bitcoin. It's on the table. We can't act like it's not. It's not. It couldn't happen at all. All right. Arc block protocol is in a Fibonacci retracement to the 786. Pretty sweet spot. You kind of almost see an inverted head and shoulder. You see that on the 4-hour, I guess. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Broke out. It's got a major resistance there at 80 cents. It's fighting a resistance here at about 75. I mean, it doesn't look so... I feel like it could bounce. It's not my cup of tea, that's all. You know? But yeah, I mean, you got an inverted head and shoulder here. You're bouncing. I would wait for us to get back above the 200 and retest 80, and that would be a better idea for me, personally. Because then I'd have more confidence that we actually are going to move. Like if you waited here, like you could have gotten down here, but it could have rolled over. You didn't know. But if you waited to touch the 21, see, this is where Bitcoin is right now. I just want everyone to understand, like, Bitcoin's right here. Bitcoin's touching that 21 on the 4-hour in the flag. Look what Arc Block did. Imagine if Bitcoin rips like this on the 4-hour time frame, just like Arc Block did on the 4-hour. Look at that. Above the 200, touching the 21. Above the 200, touching the 21. Anything is possible. We'll see. It's got a, you know, it does have some rollover vibes too. I've been caught in between, and that's why I've just been trading the data. So I get in my emotion state. Who knows what could happen? But I'm trading the data. Crypto Fear and Greed Index is at a great spot at 68. I can't, you know, what are you gonna, you know, like it lower for sure, but you can't beat it. It's all right. All right. Hey, Lifer, is that a W pattern on Bitcoin? If it is, did it play out already? Meaning the measured move played out? The W pattern on Bitcoin. Thanks. Have you not received? You don't want to miss out. I don't know what he's saying, but bless you, man. How to join the 99 Discord? Go to cryptolifer.com. Thank you for saying that. Hit the subscribe button, and you can sign up to a monthly, a quarterly, or a yearly subscription. Jump on in today to change your life at cryptolifer.com. I'm sure you'll absolutely love it. Yeah, everyone's loving this Blaze coin. I've been hearing about it too as well. Let's take a look at Blaze. I think you brought it up on the live stream this morning, but I decided not to pay attention because that's just the type of guy I am. Let's take a look at Blaze. That's on base too, right? $4.1 million market cap. Wow, nice pump, and it's very small too. Sketchy though. I'd be a little, you know, I'd definitely be careful. Seems like it's possible it could break out. It's getting very tight. Nice move up to about, I don't know, 6924. Resistance at 5177. Hey, it broke out. I'd look for another flag. You can slap on the 21 and watch the 21 touch and look for price action. I mean, you know, I could almost tell you where the 21 is without even seeing it. It's probably like here somewhere. It's going to come up. Yeah, there's some bullishness to this. Be careful, though. I don't own any. I don't think I'm going to jump on in, but Hey, you could tell it had some movement. Let's take a look at salary. $5.1 million market cap. I just saw it kind of getting tight here. And yeah, you know, again, Bitcoin dumps, everything dumps. Bitcoin pumps, there's a chance things start to enlighten themselves, you know. So I'd still be watching this flag. This is an interesting coin to me. I might even just throw a tiny bit in there and see what happens. I haven't yet. I'm really not ready to meme out yet. I'm just not there mentally, you know. It's taken some time to get back into that. It's almost like ripping off a Band-Aid, but we'll see. I still got Vader AI and a bunch of coins that I've been holding too, so on my watch list, and you know. But yeah, that's just getting tight. Honestly, I see a shoulder, head, right shoulder. That might take a bit of a dump, honestly, salary. So I wouldn't just jump into any of this blindly, but I'd keep it on my, I'm watching it. Just letting you know, man. Maybe I should keep it to myself too, because it's early in the game. And let's take a look here what's happening on crypto market, coin market cap. You've been busy, bro, but the last 24 hours has been absolutely lit in the Discord. Crazy gains and peacocking. God, but the last 24 hours has been absolutely lit in the Discord. You're funny, man. God bless you. 24 hours, though, that's on a Saturday. Yeah, Mog is just flat out cheap. Yeah, Mog and Pepe will be hitters this year. That's what I'm just reading what people are saying, everybody. That's not my statements. Yeah. Let's take a look. 1 hour, 13% gains in the last 7 days on Aptos. Jupiter, 22%. Coins are coming back. Maple, which was on the radar there too as well in virtual. Virtual is something I believe will come back maybe to $7, $8, $9. Caspa, 7.7, still continuing up 16%. Whoever bought that dip at 6.5 is up nicely. Aerodrome finally got the pullback, something to pay attention to. Trumpet 9. Let's see, Matic at 117.77. Wow. Near Protocol back at 6. Solana 150 strong, up 10%. Immutable X, even gaming coins. So you're seeing where people are just like, you know what, these prices are too good to be true. You're seeing people take some of these prices down, which tells me that there's opportunity out here, you know. So you're the best. If you have time, can you show me a couple 200 MA strategy examples? Just watch the stream every day. We do it all the time, man. Yeah, like right there. I'm showing you them. I just showed you one right now. You know, you cross the 21, it booms. Just go back test it. I could tell you to find the examples, because it could sound rude right now, but if you do more of the work, you'll find out more. You know, yeah. Just watch me, man. I'm already showing you exactly what to be doing. Shout out to Matthew. I love you, brother. You've got this. You've got this. You see what I'm doing. You've got it. Depends on the time frame. Depends on how you want to do it, right? Here's one, like when a candle closes on the 1 minute, you get in on the 1 minute above the 200. It's very simple. That would have played out right there just at 820, right? Or 2020. Yeah, 820. Yeah. Bang. Okay, so in that, you know, look at that thing mooning. Boom, boom, boom. And then if you miss it, go to the 3, go to the 5. 5, close the candle above the 200. That's when you lock in. All right? A big pump could happen tonight. We could wake up in massive gains. You see the inverted head and shoulder there? Shoulder. Beautiful, right shoulder. Says you're going to moon. And you'll moon the length of the base to the head and out all the way up there to about 106.50, right? So that's kind of something that I see happening there. JOJO meme micro cap on Sol. Been accumulating my bot team to send soon. Fair warning. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys. God bless you. Maybe another place to chill would be good, though. But I'm happy for you. And may it go your way, man. God bless you, bro. There are no stocks. They will not come back. Bitcoin is all. You should buy them some facts. Wow. Mark Whitefield telling you how it is. 4901, laying it down. All right. Someone says, we're breaking down the channel, it seems. I'm just bullish on Bitcoin unless we lose the 15-minute 200. Then I'll reconvene. Then we'll look for the 1 and then the 4 and then If the 4 hour loses the 200, then I'm invalidated on my idea, and that's it. Unless, and if not, then we're good to go. So no stress really on the trading night here. Everything kind of going our way. Thank you for the $85 in super chats. You people are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the $185 in AED. Unbelievable. May God bless you all. And thank you so much for kicking it with the lifer and being here on this beautiful day. And can we get the liquidation to 109 tonight? Honestly, it could happen through the night. There's so many people that wish they got Bitcoin. They could start to snipe Bitcoin in the middle of the night. And then catalyst. What will happen is the stop losses will hit, and then the shorts will have to liquidate and buy. And once they buy, it's going to go boom, 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 boom. And then you're going to get the FOMO. So then towards the end, you get the last minute shorts that keep pushing. And then you get the really, really emotional longs that jump in too at the end. And that's what it creates such a great place to exit, because the liquidity is just sitting there. And we sit there and wait for all that to come our way. And then we take it all. It's pretty awesome, right? So tight moving averages looking beautiful. Bitcoin looking beautiful at 107.5. And it looks like we could continue to grow. Yeah. Bitcoin bullishness for Q3 grows. What happens every post-halving year? As Bitcoin enters the third quarter, the bullish sentiment is growing, fueled by historical post-halving patterns that have repeatedly marked the beginning of explosive market moves. A crypto analyst now points to reoccurring trends. It might be me. Observed in the past cycles, where Q3 has often acted as a launchpad for significant price rallies in Bitcoin following each halving year. Bitcoin's post years point to explosive quarter three. The chart compares Q3 performance during the post-halving years of 2013, 2017, and 2021. In each case, Bitcoin entered the third quarter with moderate or corrective price action, only to rally significant in the weeks that followed. The left panel of the chart shows the 2013 post-halving year, where Bitcoin went from under 100 in July to over 680 in November. Man, I remember I started researching Bitcoin at 350. And then it went to 16,000 by year end. Man, what a run it was on. Man, what a run it's been with Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone that's kicked it with me with BTC. God bless you all. It's been amazing. Let's take a look at crypto rank, see what's happening here and what's trending on these coins. We got Layer Zero that really still interesting. Is still one of the most top search coins, which is, weird to me, but hey, Hyperliquid, I never really would give up on that coin. I think it's strong and long and definitely something I'd be building a position in. Movement, Arbitrum, ENA, Syrup, Celestia. The only thing I really bought recently is some Hyperliquid and some TAI. ONDO back at 76. Can you get it to 80, up 10%? Plume, and so some good green though. Altcoins up around the board in the last week here. Only like a couple red ones. Everything else looking good. SPX 69 even back at 127, 24%. Grass.io back in the game there. SEI and SWE. SEI had a monster week too, up 37%. SWE up 8.9. And yeah, Newton, definitely something you want to pay attention to. Sahara AI, these are newer coins too coming out. Layer Zero, Zama is a newer coin. Kalshi is a newer coin. Concrete. We looked up Delorium last week, if you remember. Solana, Bloom, SWE, the Mango Network, Humanity Protocol. There's definitely new coins coming out and new opportunities. There's going to be some new tech and some interesting stuff. Remember, DeSci was about to blow up. I could see DeSci starting to get some big moves again. So look out for DeSci to come back clean. This year will be one of the future generations will remember. Crypto is life. God is life. We are life. Let's go. 2020, 25. Big things coming. Gains, baby, gains. God bless you, Pokey Bros. We love you. The cycle is broken. The cycle with a new all-time high before the halving. Now we are in uncharted waters. Ooh. Ponky Brett and Maneki. I still own all three, and I believe in them. And thank you for shouting them out. Monkey Phone. That's crazy, right? Blockchain for girlies. You see that? Save the world. Moonveil. I see if he's right, though, in a way, right? Because we have deep, lower, less population. Another fart coin. Oh, my God. Refund your soul. That's funny. Crazy. Sahara AI in there. Sahara AI. And these are launched in the last 30 days. Just, high risk, high reward type of stuff. See what the altcoins we're doing right now. PENGU. So just in the last day, it was hot. There was a big movement in these altcoins. Nice pump back to the upside. Pretty nice to see. You know, whenever Bitcoin goes sideways throughout us on a Saturday, we usually get a pretty nice pump for BTC. So shout out to anyone that jumped on in and was able to take advantage of that. That's awesome. Blessings to be alive for sure. Okay. 4-hour Bollinger Bands on Bitcoin say a big move is coming. That's what I'm saying. I'm locked in. We'll see what happens. And the bot should be in right now. The bot should be buying. The bot's waiting on something. I feel like the bot should be jumping on in. So, and again, only time will tell. But so far, so good, right? Things are looking our way, and then Bitcoin will rip through this resistance and possibly get even higher. So, bullish on Bitcoin as I've been, but we'll see what happens one day at a time. So JOJO is tiny. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I'm all set. Looks weird to me. Just not in that. I'm not ready yet. I'm just not ready yet. I got PTSD from those things. I can't. And let's take a look. So if Bitcoin does this explosive move too, there could be a nice pump in altcoins. Like, that's just, don't be afraid, right? And so I start scanning altcoins and just looking for the opportunity at hand. Like, wow, that's front running Bitcoin's pump. You can see like Bitcoin will pump very similar to this. The cool thing about Bitcoin is already above the 200 moving average. So that's your, like, you know, a key little idea there. 8.8188 here is the target for fetch. I still own a boatload of this coin. Sammy, thoughts on the government being able to take over crypto that hasn't moved in 3 years? California communism. I know what you're talking about. They take over crypto that hasn't moved in 3 years. I don't know what that means. That's what they're doing in California. I mean, whatever they do in I don't care. What they do over there is weird, man. I don't even believe that, whatever you're saying. It doesn't even make sense to me. But I'll stay away from California for the rest of my life. How's it going, Sam? Been a while, brother. Shout out to K-Dub. Channel's been growing well, I see. Congrats. Thank you, K-Dub. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. Yeah. How about Rob Banks on base? Hey, that's not alts. Won't pump. Robin Banks. Yeah. California is proposing that. That's crazy. I don't even really understand. I don't even want to entertain that. I think I know what's happening there, but I don't even want to act like I know. That's crazy. So some resistance right there. We break out. I could see FET booming to the 200 moving average, getting some resistance, and then its next big payday will when we cross it. Does look like it can get to 82 from 69. So fetch AI. Bubba Fett. Fed AI. Also see this shoulder ahead, a right shoulder that could break to the upside nicely too. Bullish div on SOLBTC on the weekly. Love you, bro. Shout out to Wayne Moore, man. Thank you. Let's take a look at SOLBTC and see what my man is saying. He said there's bullish divergence on SOLBTC on the weekly. That would help, like, you know, and then we could also look at Sol ETH and then ETHBTC and then start to paint a pretty nice picture of what could be happening. I see there is Sol. I see it on the 3-day a lot stronger than you saw it, but you saw it on the daily, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that would create the reversal, right? We get a pump back to the upside. We probably hit that 0017903 retest or 7818 and then bounce, right? You're looking for the still, though, to make some type of inverted head and shoulder and break on out to the upside. A very chance that Sol is bottoming against Bitcoin, and we're about to have a massive rally. Watching SOLBTC is very key, and watching ETHBTC. Both of these will tell us when altcoins are about to start ripping a little heavier and give us some relief rally action. Again, ETHBTC. And then you want to do also, we're going to look at something else that's going to help us measure the next possible big catalyst. That falling wedge could break to the upside and make that inverted head and shoulder. That's what we're looking for ETHBTC. So far, so good. And then let's look at tether dominance. I want to see the tether dominance is about to fall off and continue to dump. And it looks pretty bearish. Look, it's going to make that right shoulder and then continue to dump nicely. So far, everything is going exactly to plan. That would be Bitcoin's next massive leg to the upside, right? Load up on those alts, get ready to rock, and we could see a monster move coming here And that'd be awesome for tether dominance too as well. Very, very awesome. I keep hearing either July is going to be a big month or the fall is going to be a big month for altcoins. Interesting. I saw a coin named Unstable Coin. Made me laugh more than it should have. Interesting. I like Fetch AI. It promised big things, but I'm still waiting. Yeah. Lifer JD Vance arrives at the Senate building to make the breaking vote. That's interesting. For the Genius Act? Big things are coming. Big things are coming our way, for sure. All right. Shout out to all the awesome people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. It's you that makes this happen. It's you that gets it going. Let's take a look at Cookie Dow and see what's happened to Cookie. Everyone wants some Cookie. All right. Falling wedge back to the downside. Still in a bit of an uptrend. Back at that 706, almost at that 786. Nice move, though. Falling wedge back to the upside. Can you head to 45 cents? And we have a major resistance right here at about 30 cents, too, as well. All right. Bounce, bounce. Almost a bit of a double bottom. Oversold. We could get the move. Possibly. Possible. I was like, how did the volume get put down there? And it is a giant cup and handle, right? If we really, really look at it. Showing signs of a monster move, possibly to 45 cents and then beyond. I see it going back to its all-time high. What a use case it has. People like it, stake it, and it's awesome. So, got my USD to blow. Oh. Whoa. Why, though? That's like the worst. Anyway. Was that for the big, beautiful bill? I believe so. I don't know. I don't know if it's that or if it's for the other thing. Big, beautiful, unlimited debt ceiling. Man. Yeah, exactly. Why? No. Who else can't wait to be smart and be ready to take spot? Robert, grateful, not ready. I know, right? Yeah, be grateful now so you can do it then, right? Ways too many people buying Bitcoin for it to still be at 100K. JD Advance about to be the final. Let's go. Yeah, Cookie, I definitely own a big bag of Cookie. If I didn't, I would be loading up on some Cookie right here. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. It has to fit your trading style. It has to, your TA and all that. My TA says this is a beautiful buy for Cookie at 17 cents. So, and my baby Deep Book and Sweet, they will have a run again, and they will start to run up. Deep Book Protocol. So Deep had that beautiful pump back to 21. It was awesome. Slowly slumped back to 13. Beautiful, though. Like, I like this flag, falling wedge. And this thing could do some serious damage. It whipped back to the previous resistance there. You can kind of say it's holding that support zone. I see it continuing to pump. 31 cents. And yes, I do own it, so of course. But man, that would be the all-time high for Deep Book Protocol. Not too long from now. What about DEGEN? Remember our baby DEGEN on base? I think collapsed, but it was one of the hotter coins before it did so. Like everything, they're all waiting. And you'd be surprised how fast they could pump. Someone said, oh, my altcoin's down. I was, yeah, but they could pump. They could take care of this slump in 5 days, 6 days, and just be right back to that high again. Just boom, boom. So, DEGEN, another coin that I hold long term on the base protocol. That Coinbase, doing great. Look at Coinbase stock. Coinbase stock is doing absolutely amazing too as well. Coinbase Global on the NASDAQ. Look at that thing. We said it was going to rip out the inverted head and shoulder just 6 days ago. It did that exactly. It did ripped. It absolutely ripped. That's crazy. I see a target at 638 at one point. Now probably will make a bit of a flag. It's far from its 21-day moving average. But just look for it to flag here. Look for the 21 to come up, and then that thing would be ready for another monster move. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for everybody jumping on in. Deep, my third biggest bag. Cookie, my second. Wow. December 2019, the last time a full multi-year budget was passed was in December 2019 for 2020 fiscal year. Present, the federal government has not passed a full budget bill for any year. Interesting. Does anybody hold Theta anymore? I think I might somewhere in another exchange somewhere. Chilling off grid in the mountains, getting golden hour sunlight, grilling some lamb and listening to Lifer. Couldn't be better. Sounds amazing. I wish I was right next to you, man. That sounds awesome. Like living the life right now. Well, most people will never even know what that's like. Sound amazing, brother. Yeah, Coinbase is very undervalued at 353 for sure. And the snatch up at 50, it's done a 7x since the grab up in the June. And basically just a year and some odd months. From June of 2023. I get, yeah, 2 years, fine. 2 years. But a 7x in 2 years, absolutely lovely. You can't beat that. No, you can't beat that at all. Let's take a look at XCN. XCN got a little bit of a bounce. I do see it in this falling wedge. Really, almost everything really you want to see respond. It could slump a little more, but everything looks like it could start to respond here. And these altcoins are in these higher lows. It bounced off the 786 here, the golden pocket. It's telling you that's a good accumulation point. I still have my XCN. I'm not getting rid of it until it pays me. Simple as that. And again, and I do own some XCN. So thank you so much for that super chat. I like where we're at in the fibs. I like where we're at in the Stokes. I like where we're at in the support of resistance and the falling wedge. It all looks like it's coming together. Even there's a high volume node sticking there. Says we can get even higher. So hey, things are starting to come together. I'm with it. Yeah, I'm in it. Thirsty over here. Yeah, and I got a call for Tesla on my own here. I firmly believe this is your buy zone. Anywhere really between 300 and 323 if you can get it underneath there, but right there. And it could slump, but I like it here. Stop loss preferably would be below the 200 moving average there on the 3-day chart. Anywhere below that 252 area. Target would take you to 658 for Tesla, all right? Sam, autocorrect got me. Any chance you can look at AERO? Thanks. We'll take a look at AERO. For USD on Coinbase. So we liked AERO. It led the charge in the last couple weeks. Had a nice pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21 days. Pumped straight for 21 days. 3 weeks. Pumping. If you think about it, all the way from 48 to the high of 96. It did 100. It did a 1x. You know, it did 100% gain. Now you just got to look for it to come back to that 21-day moving average. It might do it one or two ways, go sideways. We don't know exactly, but the best, most lucrative time to get in is when the 21 starts to touch price action. And that's just how it works. So you can see how the daily got rejected by the 200 moving average right there. Nasty. So, and shoulder, head, right shoulder, looks like there may be a little more downside on that daily time frame. So realistically, and then maybe we work a bigger inverted. So AERO doesn't look amazing right now, getting rejected out of the 200 moving average and making a head and shoulder pattern. But it has made higher lows. It's digging in deep, and can it continue? Yeah, it's possible. I hold I hold this long term AERO. It's one of my long term holds on Coinbase. So we'll see. I'm not giving up because I believe Coinbase isn't going to give up, and they're eventually going to win. And when they win, AERO drone will continue to rip. I'm looking for that to make some type of falling wedge. I'm not in this live trade though. I'm just observing, right? I'm already kind of long on the asset for a long period of time. I got in mainly at 30 cents too, so I'm still up about a double up. I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. Okay, we already looked at JOJO. We're not looking at it again. God bless you though. Yeah, you bring it up again, you will be removed. Because now you're going to be strong shilling, and I'm not into that. Yeah. But thank you. We appreciate you. We love you, and we know you care. But just not today, baby. Not today, Junior. Not today over here. Hey, paisan. Right. And I guess I'll figure out the keyframe issue. Shouldn't be. Now it says it's fine. So it's so funny. Stream health. Messages. It said serious issues that need attention, but was it them or was it me? You know? So confused. BOOKMAP. And look, Bitcoin's been flat this whole time. That's good for altcoins when you get flat Bitcoin. Altcoins like to pump when Bitcoin's sideways. I'll tell you that. And it could be time to start getting back into some of these hot altcoins right now. Really, like, let them fire off. Right now, I'd be watching Solana, right? It's making a bit of a bull flag above the 1 hour, on the 1 hour. This could pump. Little flag back up to 157. Chance it goes even higher than that, right? Go to your 15-minute time frame. See how that's starting to set in. And you see we're starting to get like extra tight in here, right? And then we got a resistance here, bounce. It doesn't look amazing because it could roll over. What I'm looking for is Bitcoin to get that bounce. And once Bitcoin gets the bounce, this will bounce. Other than that, we could still roll over with Bitcoin. See, it's kind of got an Adam and Eve there. I'm not sold yet on a lot of this stuff. I know the better entry could be breakout and get tight in here. You see? So again, I'd like to see that. I'm seeing some bullishness, but I don't want to be overly bullish. 4 hour is really too far from the 21, getting rejected by the 200. It'd be cool if we make some type of bigger flag. It almost looks like we'd have to flag out like this, and pull a Fibonacci. Yeah, so the smart thing is not to chase. It says we'll come somewhere back down to the 382.5. Heck, do we come all the way to this 0.618? That would be crazy, right? There's a chance. It would only be 145. It wouldn't be the worst. Crazy. It would feel like the biggest move ever, right? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. It worked its magic up out of here to the upside. Since you did AERO, how about ONDO instead? Thank you. Let's take a look at ONDO, USDT here. ONDO Finance on Coinbase. ONDO's in that inverted. Looks like ONDO's about to do damage. So it tells us that you could, and we just saw this. We just saw this on Solana, and it played out beautifully. Idea was to long here, put the stop below that wick, and take it to the measured move. That's a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio almost, 3.99. And shout out to everybody that kicked it in class today. Really was a huge class, huge success. Everyone, thank you so much. I felt like we covered all our bases, did what we had to do. Then we actually chatted too at the end, and we asked a bunch of questions with each other, had fun. It was a really good time. Shout out to all the lifers that kicked it with me today. It was really a really, really good time. I appreciate it so much. I mean, ONDO looks like it's about to break out for some gains. I like what I'm seeing on the inverted head and shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. I wouldn't be surprised if ONDO let go and took a rippage. Be careful. We got to break through that 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, but it is an aggressive entry, but the coin has a lot going on, and it's got a big market cap, and that's a beautiful inverted head and shoulder. So and shout out to everybody that contributes to the show, whether you send in a super chat, say hey, what's up, or whatever you do. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you so much. In these slower, summer times, I appreciate every single one of you coming through, every single person that stops by, every single like. Thank you. You people are amazing. I don't want to ever take it for granted. So blessed to have each and every one of you here on stream. Wouldn't you know, back to 107,350, the exact area we've been at the entire day over here. Bitcoin just staying flat the entire day, huh? And again, only time will tell. It could dump us back down. Remember, the symmetrical triangle does have a measured move. I take you somewhere to about 105.8, okay? Funny, Z back in action again. See, a lot of coins are just coming out of nowhere again, out the woodwork. Shill. What a token name. Yeah, so I don't like overtrade on a night like tonight. I do look for opportunity, but it's a Saturday night, right? Headed into a holiday week, really. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, like a little lower, 68 ain't bad. They say it's now been moved to 74. Oh, there it goes. And now it's at 74, right? And that got switched. And back to BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP has a lot of liquidity further to the upside right now than to the downside. It just tells us we're likely going further up for whatever reasons, right? So, and a crispy stream, right? Back to a very crispy stream, everybody. Looks crispy to me. If I hit this button and I hit the live button, yeah, I don't see any pixelation there. It looks good to me. Looks really nice. Like every detail looks pretty crispy. Okay. Thank you for letting me double check that. Hey Sam, just wanted to thank you in a bigger way today. You helped so many people, and I can't wait to officially join and release the identity behind iHyperSniper. Can't wait. God bless. Hey Sam, just wanted to thank you in a bigger way today. You helped so many people, and I can't wait to officially join and release the identity behind iHyperSniper. Can't wait. God bless. Interesting. Now that has me intrigued as to what that means, right? I'm like, huh. The heck is he saying over here? Bellico X. Bellico. I think you were there, right? Bellico? I don't know. Well, God bless you, brother. Yes, Crispy Sam. Thank you. What's the move? iHyperSniper. Interesting. Mysterious. I know, right? Cliffhanger. What's the move, Crypto Loafer? You guys are funny, man. Just got it. Crypto Loafer. Oh, man. You did that on purpose, huh? You got me. You got me over here. You know, I feel like if I talk about Bitcoin one more time, it'll be it for me, you know. NASDAQ ended up shutting down at that 22,730. Wow, okay. Unbelievable. Can you deep dive FAX or virtual? Your choice. I mean, I'd like to look at virtual and see what's going on there. I do have someone asked me about FKX not too long ago, so there's probably a setup drawn there. Okay, let's take a look at virtual. I like virtual in this falling wedge, right? That could break up to the upside, and it's previously bouncing off resistance as support. It's telling me that it's likely going to be your bottom for virtual, and it could make a massive move. Cup and handle there back to the upside too. 150 all the way back to 377 for virtuals. So I like what I'm seeing here for virtuals. You heard it here first. You can run it back if you don't know what I'm saying. Just redraw that and work with it. You'll find out what I'm saying. FKX, same idea. Is it done? Where was it there? Looked it on Bybit maybe. Yeah, I like fractures too in the cup and handle. Looks just like what we're talking about. They both look identical. Virtual fractures, 786 money printer on FXS. So that's crazy, but that's big time frame money printer. So a 786 bounce can be a lethal combination for entry on your technical analysis. It's a beautiful place to be. Again, you got to figure that out for yourself over time, backtest it, make it work. But I like that idea. Makes me almost want to FOMO into FXS right now, but I stay away. These altcoins have been treachery. Look at EGLD, look beautiful. Not tonight though, right? Took it all the way even lower than it's ever been. So people have lost a lot of faith in a lot of coins. Yeah, they're all pretty much slumping to their down spiraling. So either you believe in them more than anybody else, and these are the greatest prices ever, or I like to wait for things to kind of bounce. Atom seems to have bottomed out for the long haul, but you never know, right? I've been I want to walk away with gains. I don't want to, basically dream about gains. So thank you. You're the best, Kurt. God bless you, Kurt. Thank you. God bless you for being here. And yeah, I'm getting close to being all streamed out for the day. I can't believe I talked for as long as I did. But it's over now. I did it. I knocked it out the park. I did everything I had to do for the day. And it was a tough Saturday. It wasn't that easy. And I sat in the trade too all day, no matter what. And the trade played games. Now we're sitting at about 107,440. And we're just sitting pretty. Bitcoin. Sammy, any chance you can run for governor of California? Yeah, man. Put me on the petition, Super chats, Arc Block, we did it. Any thoughts on the 60-year resistance around 11? I don't know. Blaze, we did it. AERO, we did it. XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. I mean, XRP is in this very tight channel. Bitcoin dips, I think it could break down. It's kind of head and shouldery, but I've been open-minded that anything is possible here. You really take this, and that's your measured move. It could go either way. It's a 50%. You take a shot, you're kind of, you're going with the odds here that it's going to break out. Moving averages are tight, and I'm more bullish on altcoins than I should be. And today they ended, something happened there with the SEC. Like, I think it's finally over. 4 years of absolute insanity. Wasn't that how long it was? Send me fun facts. We haven't had a balanced budget since Bill Clinton. And Calvin Coolidge was the only president that paid towards the debt. Andrew Jackson is the only president that had surplus for us. Exactly. I agree. So many coins now on the market, but there's more than ever. Yeah. So that's XRP. CRV was the... Hold on 1 second here. Let's take a look. Because I'm just seeing... I don't know. I want to double check here. Okay. First super chat. Thanks for all you do, ABT. Yep. Any thoughts on the 16K? Thoughts on Blaze, Aerodrome, XRP, CRV? You've been busy, bro, but the last 24 hours have been absolutely lit. What do you mean? I'm confused by that. I've been busy? I've only been in the trading group trading. Hey, bro. Hey, if you have time, can you show me a couple 200 MA? Yeah, we went. JOJO, hey, Lifer. Is it bullish div on the SOLBTC weekly? Since you did AERO, how ONDO instead? Yeah, we did that. Thank you in a bigger way. FXX or virtual, we did that. Okay, any chance? Okay, cool. So only looks like we got to do is CRV, right? If that makes sense to everybody. Thank you, Coin Operated. You didn't have to give, but you did. Anyone that gave tonight, God bless you. You're awesome. $133 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Amazing that Trump is the first president not related to the previous 46. Only one, right? They're all related, right? Seems like we get an XRP court news story every few months. I know, right? Thank you, Mr. Price, for your great work. God bless you. Thank you. Okay. I think we got CRV, and then, yeah, that's it, I believe. I could be wrong. Let's take a look at CRV. Thank you, Love Learning. You're doing great. I appreciate you. Have no fear. Wow, last time I looked at CRV, it looked tight, like Tesla was going to break out on the 3-day, right? Wasn't totally oversold though yet. You needed to wait for those stochastics to reset. Now they did. And I've never been a fan of this coin. Remember that guy had to bail it out too, and it got a little shady there? But whatever. CRV, a lending platform of some type, right? Curve Finance. Does have a cup and handle. We would expect it to possibly bounce out of here to the upside. There is a chance it goes out, possibly to, 116. Again, bottomed out, right? Like, you have to truly believe that this coin got more juice in it. I'd rather just trade Solana, or basically Hyperliquid, Sui, or say something that just has way more movement, that isn't at its bottom, that actually has shown some signs of life. You know what I mean? But that's me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, We should be buying the bottom of everything. CRV probably is in a pretty good spot, so we'll see. I'm looking for SEI to possibly pump tonight. It's just looking bullish to me. And it says it can do damage. So I wouldn't be surprised if SEI really starts taking the cake here. And I know you think I'm crazy. And I think I'm crazy as I say it. That's why I say it, because I'm like, what? But I'm super bullish on SEI. Super, super bullish. Looks like it could do some serious damage, right? So look, out of nowhere, it switches back to these keyframes, and it says, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent enough, which can cause buffering. The current keyframe frequency is 8.2 seconds. Note that ingestion errors can cause incorrect group of picture sizes. And I'm gonna have to figure out like why that's happening or when that happened, right? SEI looks good to me. If I was gonna trade any coin, and I'm slowly getting back into trading coins, I'd be looking at SEI for sure. And I like that I have that big position in it. And there's something brewing. I feel like it takes a while, but all my premonitions come through over time. You know, but it takes its time. It takes a while. Let's move tonight to the price right. Amen. Yeah. XCN. We just went over XCN. God bless you, TNT Media. Yeah. Shout out to my man, Kaysen, whenever I think about that. God bless you, brother. Hope you're having a wonderful time with you and yours. Hey, Sam, what kind of Mountain Valley are you drinking? Is it the bubble water? No. Just drinking regular spring Mountain Valley water. That's it. Out of Wichita, right? And we'll take a look at SWE. But I like SEI. And remember, when the altcoins start to rip, I'm going to be all over them. I'm going to have setups for everything looking hot. I mean, SWE looks like it's about to do damage. I say it's going to break out of the inverted, just like we saw on the other setup there that I gave. That looks like it's about to do damage. I'd be looking for a pump for SWE. Okay, there we go. SWE, baby, SWE. Swing low, sweet chariot. That's an inverted head and shoulder, right? SEA Soul, SWE pump tonight, hopefully. If anything, if the trio pumps, it would be the trio, for sure. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how an N gets in there. Saw some good sunsets in Sarasota. Haven't really sat for a sunset yet here. We've been busy, man. The kids too, and the night comes on us quick, and I've been doing a lot. So let's take a look at my baby towel. So almost everything's kind of in this inverted. You know, we're basically hoping that this inverted just changes the game for all of us and gets us off of this bottom and really starts to flip some altcoins. We're at a precipice of like huge action or nothing. We really need to see this pump, right? Velodromes so like the whole industry now in the inverted head and shoulder, the cup and handle, like we got to get this huge Bitcoin rips, everything rips tomorrow. It's just an explosive Sunday like it was. Remember like 5 or 6, 7 Sundays ago? It just happened to be the huge mover, and that's what happened. It could be it. It could be it. Let me jump back into the chat and see what the chat is doing. Who rocks the Catalina Crunch? Whoa, 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 whoa. How did you know that? How did you know that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I say that last night on the stream? I probably did, right? Did I say the Catalina Crunch? Lifer, my subscriber button was turned off. Hey, I'll be honest, man. They must have done something because something happened. Yeah. John Blake, foods. Did I say it though? How did I say that? How do you know about the Catalina Crunch, man? How do you know about that? Like, you're bugging. I'm eating some now? You're at Mad Martha's right now? Are you serious? Wait, where are you, bro? Hold on, who are you and where are you, bro? Hold on, where are you at? Catalina wine mixer. No, seriously, hold on, I can't. Where are you at right now, bro? Because I'm about to get some Catalina Crunch. Like, let's meet up for some Catalina Crunch, bro. Straight up. You know what I mean? The most effective way to do it is to do it. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. 100%. 100%. John, are you really eating Catalina Crunch right now? Don't play with me, because you have that 695 too. You got me going now. I'm wondering what's happening here. You can't leave me hanging. I wish, bro. Oh, you bugging, man. Weight loss in gym going for 2 years. Oh, it's a food from the grocery store. You're funny. Can you look at MOODENG? I'll look at MOODENG for you. See, no super chat, just being a nice guy. That's what happens, you know? Saturday night. Honestly, the whole market's in this inverted. MOODENG has, if we look at the big picture, it's pulled all the way back again. I mean, it's kind of what you want. You've pulled all the way back on the 3-day chart to key Fibonacci levels. And you're getting a bit of a bounce, right? And I like that. Oversold. And then if we go deep, it's got the inverted head and shoulder that everything's watching right now. It's in the whole market. We've identified it everywhere. And so either you're going to run or, you know, it looks like we're going to get a nice pump here on almost every single coin in the game. Like tomorrow, something crazy is going to happen. We're going to get this awesome reversal. I mean, you got 90 coins with an inverted head, you know, 500 coins and an inverted head and shoulder. And again, maybe we slump off too. You never know. It's low volume Friday, but man, it's been a while since I've been able to like post a bunch of altcoins that look good to me. And tonight, I'm seeing a signal that I like. You take it however you want it. I've been here a long time, so you guys can kind of take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Like, well, he said this before. How has it happened? You know, back test his ideas here. Blessings on everybody out here. Thank you for jumping on in. Please hit the subscriber button. On my way to 100,000 subscribers, but I can't get there by myself. I can't do it alone. I need each and every one of you to make it happen. It would be awesome if you could. It would change my life forever. It would blow my mind. So we can get to 100,000 subscribers. I know we can do it. I want how to join the group from India. I mean, how to pay in dollars. You could easily do that. You could even just do crypto, crypto if you like. Email Crypto Lifers. Sammy, it's my birthday today, and I'm looking for Sammy cupcake with a Sammy cupcake with a candle, man. Happy birthday, TNB Willa. We love you. We hope everything's going your way. Happy birthday from Sammy Cupcake with a candle. God bless you. Hope everything's going your way. Sammy Cup and Handle over here. God bless you. Thank you so much for jumping on in, and thank you for your, telling us about your birthday. And everyone wish TNB Willa a happy B-Day. Almost 5 in the morning watching what will happen. God bless you, brother. You open up your day and your day will begin. And bang, bang, bang. Things might just go your way today for Bitcoin. And only time will tell for the BTC people out here trading. Trading that 104, 1074, baby, 1074. Can we get the breakout of the inverted head and shoulder there and the continuation to the upside? It looks like we very well may. Yes, I'm able to send super chats. Can you please take a look at PENGU? Please, Sam. Thank you. Shout out to Cherry City Bulls, man. Let's take a look at PENGU. God bless you. Thank you so much for the 5. You didn't have to give, but you did. May God bless you. I'm blessed the fact that you get excited to send in a super chat. That means I've made a cool show that people want to be a part of, man. Also, PENGU's been ripping all day, huh? Unbelievable. PENGU out of control. Altcoin doing some damage from 0.9 all the way to like almost 14. That's 5 on 9. That ain't bad. PENGU's in the stores. It seems like only a matter of time. It could kind of get some rippage. I'm not a huge fan. It's somewhat diluted. People have it. Whenever it goes up, they might want to sell it off. Does have a bigger measured move out the cup and handle. At this point, you're looking for the daily to interact back with the 21-day moving average. Once that happens, it gets ready to go again. So I just wait for that daily to interact with the 21. Same as the 4-hour time frame. Once they come back and start hanging out, then it's time for probably another pump. But until then, that was a vicious move away from the 21-day moving averages. Put an alert over here. I'll be on it for you if there's another swing, and we'll go from there. That'd be a perfect place to take some profits if I was in there, though. Yeah. Wham bam, thank you, Sam. K-Dubs in the house. Happy birthday to the birthday chatter. Amen. PENGU rip, alt secret sauce above the 221 on which time frame? Any time frame. Yeah, preferably the biggest ones. If it's on the daily, you're ready to rock. You know what I mean? If you want to scalp, do it on the 1 minute. If you want to just kind of swing for a couple days, do it on the 1 hour of the 4. If you want to take it for 6 to 8 hours, do it on the 1 hour. If you want to take it for 2 to 5 hours, do it on the 15-minute time frame. It depends on how much time you want to get in and what you're looking for. Okay. Don't overtrade on low volume days. You know, it can be treacherous. Not a good idea in general. Please make arrangements to accept payments from India rupees for your paid group. Okay, we'll look into that. Thank you for saying that. Okay, appreciate it. Hey, I'm international. I want to make sure that we can grow at a fast rate no matter what. So thank you. Appreciate you. You know, Z's interesting. I'm looking for that to do some type of Adam and Eve, but it's, wow. They took everything to the ground. Crypto lifers loving life. Amen. Blessings on everybody out here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for kicking it with the lifer. I'm going to kind of probably take a break here, see what's happening in these altcoins, and get back into the action tomorrow morning. All right. I will be posting to the charts if I see things. All right. But my mind is, you know, I've been doing a lot of charting today. Shout out to everybody in the trading group. And shout out to everybody kicking it with me. It's my mom's B-Day. Shout out to your mom. Happy birthday to Bull Run ANN. God bless you, brother. 8N. Good Bull Run 8N. Shout out to Bull Run. I love you, man. Happy birthday to your mom. God bless you, brother. Bullish, right? I've got a long on ETH to 2650. We'll take a look at Ethereum one time, too, to see if, you know, what's happening for Ethereum. So I talked about ETH. It could be the long right there for a bounce back to the upside. I'm looking for it to make that elongated inverted head and shoulder. Start to break out maybe the second week of August here. So about a month of consolidation for the alts. Bitcoin pumps, and then we start to get the move later on. Right? My life would be boring without your show and community. No, you're so awesome. I appreciate you, though. Someone says, missed a super chat for Cardano. Let's take a look at Cardano and see what's happening here. I see Cardano bouncing off the 786. This is probably the last chance to buy Cardano before it starts to rip. Target I have is 156. I still own Cardano and have faith that it's going to continue to move. And it's got this uptrend still going. Cardano, baby. Cardano. There you go. And there we have it. Happy birthday to all the Lifer family. Thank you. My life would be, oh, wow. Yeah, missed super chat for Cardano. Now we got that. Got leverage trade on Sui with 40X. Wow. Well, everyone, be careful tonight. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for everybody out here. Thank you for everyone always hanging out. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you so much for being here on the stream. I'm going to jump on out of here for the night, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. But without each and every one of your support, without your constant viewership and your love, I don't think I'd be able to make it as far as I've made it. So shout out to everybody here. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here every single day with the Lifer. It means the world to me, my family, and everyone that makes this stream work, my whole team. So God bless everyone that came to class today and showed up. That was a big step for you. The secret to success is getting started. You started something today that will change your life. You'll get your homework, you'll get ready, and I want to see you grinding in that group every single day. God bless you. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. Some of you took that initiative today. I'm really, really proud to see that. I will see you all tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay amazing. Over and out. Lifer.